The Heart Trust NT has been doing an excellent job, plays a most critical role in the economic and social development of Jamaica. And today, the Trust gets an opportunity to parlay the kinds of services and programs that it offers, and also significantly showcases the persons whose lives have been impacted by these programs and services. And I'm honored to moderate this forum where persons will talk about the kind of impact which has been made on their lives and correspondingly on the Jamaican community. Garfield, I wonder whether there is a heart personality, whether there is a kind of a heart DNA. Are you finding in the persons whom you employ from heart as possessing a certain kind of attitude to life, a certain kind of approach to work that you personally find heartwarming? And would you compare, without being invidious and calling names of other institutions, but would you say that the persons whom you get from heart have a distinct advantage in terms of what they bring to the job?
All right, Mr. Boyne. My first experience, I have two heart trainees from VDTI, DeVries Richards and Delano Sinclair. My initial response with these gentlemen, good morning, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. That is the first thing. So the mannerisms was the first thing. And, I just said to myself, let me just throw them out there. Just throw them out with the sharks. And I gave these two gentlemen two laptops to pull down, to put in a hard drive, to put in a fan. And within 15 minutes, these gentlemen were able to do that with no help, with limited tools. I didn't even give them the proper tools. And they pulled it down with a simple Phillips. My experience with other institutions, I will not speak. Some people may get offended by it. But these gentlemen have proven that heart is a place of specialization. These are the tools. I don't know for everybody here, but in the IT world, certification and specialization is the core of your knowledge competency. And heart has showed me that these men are prepared for the working world. These men can go to any institution and work immediately.
Yannick, you're a past trainee and now an employer.
Yes.
So you have experience both from the point of view of having been trained at heart and also, someone who was employed persons. What would you say about, again, that question of the heart personality, the heart DNA? What type of person does heart produce?
Heart produce ready people for our work world. They produce professionals. As my colleague here say, throw them out there with the lions and we are ready. From scratch, they prepare us for everything. Passing through art, the DNA is just well-trained. They emphasize on that, they do their teaching well. Preparation, students that come through are preparation for the institutions and not just Heart College of Beauty Services that I attend, because I've visited other heart too. It just seems as if they not seems, they are, based on experience, they are put together and equipped for when student comes in to make sure that they leave the best they can.
Good. You are now administrator of Small Treasures.
Yes, I am.
Childcare. There are 3 centers. You are the overall administrator and supervisor at one of the centers. Tell us about the impact that Heart made on your professional life and how that training has stood you in good stead for what you're doing now.
Okay. For me, heart is just the word. Heart. Because if you don't have a heart, a steady, a firm, and a strong one, you will not be successful in this life. Because when I started out in this field, it wasn't my first choice. But being at heart, getting the training, meeting some wonderful teachers who made the time and the effort and they planted in my life. And I'm now knowing that they are really proud to know that they have a trainee that comes out and now is at the top. And this is no stop. The sky is the limit.
Hey, lovely. I mean, the enthusiasm of all these participants is certainly contagious. And one knows that it is not something that is rehearsed at all by any means. Akili, you and I were chatting before, and you told me of going to Heart after Wilmer's. Tell me about that experience. You're in food. You're a chef. You're running your own business now.
Right. So after I left Wilmer's, because Wilmer's was not synonymous with food any at all.
Yeah.
And I must say that the training that was provided, I was thrown out in the deep. Not knowing anything about food, not having any prior training.
No training at all?
No.
Oh. Totally green when you went to Heart to do food.
So when I went to Heart, and I used where my strength lies from Wolmer's, and that was reading. I read a lot, and the manager at Boys Town, Mrs. Hewitt, she played an integral role.
Good.
She was one of the persons that never gave up on trainees, and that is a DNA that I can say is found through the Heart system. They never give up on persons.
Heart has been good so far because I've been to college and I was still not satisfied. I still wanted something more. You know, I have this love for hair, so here I am at Heart. People might think it's a walkover, you know, it's just a training school, so you come, you just get the training. However, it's more than that. You get a lot of theory, because there's
a lot of theory.
A lot of theory.
Okay.
A lot of assignments. So it's not just practical. So it has been good so far, and thank you to Heart. Thank you for everything.
Coming through the art system, it was an eye-opener. I decided to get a skill,
Yes.
because skill is power. You know, we
Absolutely.
see every day
It's
during
power.
the art commercials, skill is power.
That's true.
So I
Yeah.
decided to go to Portmore Art Academy, Art College of Construction Services. The teachers there, they were excellent. Everyone had time for you. No one pushed you aside. They were there, no matter the hours, what time is it, no matter how busy they were, they had time for you.
Delano, that point about how Heart prepares people for the actual world of work. Your contribution to that.
Heart, as it contributes to the working world. You know, if I've never learned anything else from Heart, I've learned teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Even on my resumes, teamwork is my number one objective. One of my number one objective, right? At Sagicor is all about a team building. That's how we work as a family. Even at VTDI, we everyone normally have issues with group work and so forth. But speaking from my perspective and my experience, team building, it has allowed us to more come together, get work done. You know, it's motivating as well. You know, for the working world, when you have someone there who can build a certain kind of relationship, push you, motivate you, inspire you. You understand? It brings production and development, both for the organization and for your personal self, right? So from heart, that's the most important thing I see for me, you know, in terms of the organizational work. Teamwork is what keeps everything in part.
The heart brand, the image of heart. We were talking inside before we came on to do this panel discussion. And the most energetic and spontaneous response from so many of you to any question had to do with whether heart was seen as an institution that is less. Because we have a tradition in Jamaica where technical and vocational training is given a short shrift, does not have the status of academic training. And when I raised the issue as to whether someone who has gone to Hart, who has graduated from Hart, is seen as less than those who have graduated from universities, there was such an enthusiastic outburst of saying, no, that in fact, that has changed, that people have a high view of Hart. Garfield, you're an employer, you're an outsider, so you can talk. How do you see Hart, and how do you think that Hart is seen in the marketplace? And again, we don't want to be invidious, but even vis-a-vis the traditionally, big name marquee training institutions.
Well, Mr. Boyan, as I said to you before, the specialization is an important part of my job as an IT engineer. And we have a number of engineers that have come from Hart. They have done certifications in Cisco. They have done certifications in Microsoft. They have done certifications in CompTIA. And they have been prepared to deal with very technical scenarios, scenarios that involves building demos of different incidents from ground up to address issues. So, without a doubt, Hart prepares an individual, whether engineering, whether barbering, whether being a chef, it prepares, whether early childhood education, whether beauty. There is a rapport there. The preparation, as you can tell from, just the experiences from my fellow panelists, it shows you that there is a genuine care. There is a heart in just the presentation. It's just, boy, I don't know what else to say. It's amazing. I just have to come back to that again. Yes. But it just goes to show you that little small Jamaica has an institution that prepares individuals for a global contribution. Because it's not only about Jamaica. These panelists up here and these young men and women can go anywhere in the world and contribute to any economy.
I think all of the panelists deserve a hearty round of applause. They have really done well. They have spoken sincerely and wholeheartedly.